Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing. So I wanted to talk about Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Now I already made a full prediction in one of my videos. Check it out, guys. It's Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev, the best fight in boxing prediction. So check that out if you want to see all my thoughts on it and my prediction there. But I wanted to touch on more of a outcome of the fight that I think could happen, and you shouldn't be surprised. And what I'm talking about is don't be surprised if Dmitry Bivol hurts Artur Beterbiev and possibly drops him, and maybe even knock him out. But I highly doubt that one. But don't be surprised if he hurts Artur Beterbiev, gets his respect, and not even get his respect, because I feel like no matter what, Artur Beterbiev, you can't break his will. But I mean, he don't be surprised if he catches him off guard and he catches him slipping out of position and drops him. Because Dmitry Bivol does have enough power to do that, and Artur has been dropped before. And the only reason I'm really saying this is because the age of Beterbiev cannot be overlooked. He's almost 40, and all the surgeries and the recent knee surgery, we don't know if it's going to be 100%. He says it is, but we don't know for sure. He could just be saying that because he doesn't want to affect the promotion. They all do that. All the fighters always say that. And then after the fight, we find out from somewhere that they weren't 100%, or they had the worst training camp. But before the fight, it was the best training camp in their life. So if you take out the fact that Artur Beterbiev, like say if it was like 5 years ago, or if he was a lot younger and he didn't have the major surgeries recently, then it would be more harder to picture Beterbiev getting hurt and getting dropped. But the fact that he is older, he's had that done, the surgeries have happened, and the fact that he has been dropped before, he is human. It's not like he's totally indestructible. His offense is pretty much indestructible, but I mean, his defense isn't fully. He can be hurt, is what I'm saying. Physically, he can be hurt. Maybe mentally you can't break him, but you can break him physically, round by round, I feel like. And Dmitry Bivol is that kind of guy to do it. Not just because I believe Dmitry Bivol has the skills to do it, but if you look at his footwork, his combination punching, his distance control, just the movement in general, and the fact that he does have power in his shots. For those of you who believe he doesn't have power, you're just looking at his record on paper. Sure, he doesn't have the highest knockout percentage, but if you've actually watched him fight, you would know Dmitry Bivol does have power if you look at his opponents and how they react to getting hit from him. Whether or not he drops them or knocks them out. Like, look at the Canelo fight. Never dropped Canelo, never knocked him out, but Canelo was visibly shaken up by the punches. You could tell it was rocking him. And if you go back in history to his fights on HBO, like the Sullivan Barrera knockout was pretty good. That was a hard shot that he landed there. If you look at his last fight, he knocked the guy out. So when he does step on the gas, he can get the knockout. It's just he plays it. He's more of a boxer. He uses his distance and plays it safe. He only takes risks when you're either hurt or he sees openings. He will not just be reckless. But that's why I believe he does have power. If you just watch the way he throws his shots, you know he's got power. That's not a question. So I believe that Beterbiev hasn't really faced anyone like Dmitry Bivol in his professional career to this point. Obviously, in the amateurs, he's faced a lot of great fighters, but this is the professional game, and he hasn't faced anyone with the footwork and movement of a Dmitry Bivol, a master boxer like that. Whereas you could say that Bivol has faced power similar to to Beterbiev. I know it won't be the same level, but Canelo and Joe Smith Jr. are very hard punchers, and he dealt with it pretty well. And he did get hit, and he tasted the power, and he handled it well. So if you're going to say who's has faced more similar opposition to their best traits, you would feel like Bivol is better prepared and the fact that he faced Canelo, he's been on the highest stage possible mentally as well. The lights weren't too bright for him, so he has that advantage as well. But I just feel like if you look at Artur Beterbiev's best attribute is power. Canelo and Joe Smith Jr. had power and he dealt with it pretty well. Whereas who could you really say has the boxing skills and movement and footwork of a Bivol that Artur Beterbiev has faced in his professional career? No one. I know you would have to go back to the amateurs to find someone like an Usyk that he beat in the amateurs. But in the professional game, it's a huge step up for Artur Beterbiev in the style that he's facing. Whereas it's still a huge step up for Bivol, but he has tasted power before, hard punchers. So don't be surprised if Bivol can drop and hurt Beterbiev. Don't count that out. I know for you guys who are picking him by decision, that is still probably the highest likely outcome, that if Bivol were to win, it'd be by decision. But I'm saying don't put it past him to get a knockdown and to hurt Bivol or Beterbiev when he gets him maybe catching him slipping or getting a bit lazy, or not lazy, but catching him like out of position and dropping him on his almost near 40-year-old surgically repaired leg. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised, because I don't think he can break his will completely. I don't think either of these guys, their will can be broken, but they can both be physically broken. And I think round by round, if Dmitry Bivol puts on the pressure like he usually does, the smart pressure, mentally and physically, similar to the way he did on Canelo, I feel like he can bank a lot of rounds, and it's going to test a Beterbiev's near 40-year-old body. Because I don't think the mentality's the question. I don't think the mental will be broken for either of these men. It's just more of the physical. Can Bivol handle the punch? If he does get hit cleanly, can he handle that Beterbiev power and stay on his feet? And for Beterbiev, can he deal with the footwork and the distance control of Bivol, or will he start to just lose round after round? So that's going to be a question as well. But let me know your take on it, guys. Let me know who you think wins the fight and how. Would you be surprised if Bivol were to hurt Beterbiev? Let me know. Obviously, if Beterbiev were to hurt Bivol, people won't be really surprised. I will still be surprised, obviously. However, if a fighter were to win it in a dominant fashion, I would be surprised, because it's hard to see any of these guys lose, to be honest. But it might happen. You never know. And there's a possibility that Bivol could just run away with the fight with winning a majority of the rounds, and making it easy on the scorecards. That could be a possibility. Or we could see another Beterbiev KO, right? So it's just an intriguing fight. But yeah, guys, don't be surprised from what I said. And another thing, like I said, don't be surprised if Bivol were to win the round after round after round and win it pretty handily on the scorecard. That's not out of the question either. And it's not out of the question if Beterbiev could land that big shot. So yeah, but you guys all know that. I've repeated it many times. It's because I'm so excited for the fight. And let's see what happens.